Aquatics Nation, this is your community, and I am your host of the Aquatics Today podcast, Jamal Hill. So strap in whether you're on your way to work or you're already there. Let's get inspired. Let's get it going. Top of the top, Aquatics Nation. It is Tuesday, May the 24th, and you are exactly where you need to be, exactly where you're supposed to be, in fact, right here tuned in with the best podcast on air for aquatics professionals, the Aquatics Today podcast. Hey, couple updates for you guys. You may not know this, tomorrow, Aquatics Nation, tomorrow is the first Aquatics Today holiday of 2022. It is National Aquatics Day. That is a day to celebrate aquatics across the nation, whether you are an aquatics professional, a swimmer, you might have your kids in swim lessons, you might be a water polo player, a kayaker, you might just be somebody who drinks water. Today is all about, tomorrow, that is May the 25th, is all about aquatics across the nation, National Aquatics Day. Find out more about National Aquatics Day by going to aquaticsday.com and subscribing to our newsletter. And you can always stay up to date with the newest things from Aquatics Day, anything special, and find out more about how to celebrate National Aquatics Day with us. Other things that should be on your radar: the Drown Prevention Summit is coming up on June 22nd. Yes, I know this is Drown Prevention Month, National Drown Prevention Month, but the Drowning Prevention Summit is going down on June 22nd. And my Aquatics Nation, have we got a lineup for you. We have got, as always, the best of the best, world renowned. We have got the foremost expert on drowning prevention from none other than the World Health Organization. So that's something that you will not want to miss. Absolutely free event. Just go to drownprevention.com to get registered now. Last little update we have for you, Aquatics Nation. The Lifeguard Recruitment Summit was a huge success this month. That happened on May 18th. We had speakers from the largest county in the nation on the best practices. We had Paralympians, former Navy men talking about the best recruiting practices, things that you can use and apply to not only bring, but build and keep lifeguards in your organization, in your community, keeping them safe. That's all we got for updates today, Aquatics Nation. Let's get into that inspirational quote of the day. Today's inspirational quote is brought to us by none other than Grant Central USA. If you are in need of funding, Grant Central USA is the place. They have done for you, done with you, and they even have grant intern services. So please check out Grant Central today, Grant Central USA today. Here we go. It's an old African proverb. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Thank you so much, Grant Central USA, for those words of wisdom, and that could not be any more appropriate for today's episode. We are talking about coalition building today. Coalition building. And me, as someone who came up in swimming, a relatively, air quotes, individual sport, okay? Any swimmers out there listening right now, if you ever competed, you know the power of a relay. We almost always swam the best times we ever swam on relays because it was more than just us. There was an entire community dependent on us. There are 3 other guys, 3 other ladies waiting at that wall for me to finish my part so that they could go on and collectively we could bring home a W. That's what today's episode is all about. Now, I spoke about coalition building in my State of Aquatics address earlier this year in March, and we're living the promises that I laid out in that address. But we still are facing challenges, Aquatics Nation, and the time has come for us to squash these turf wars, for us to break through the walls of turf and to work on something bigger here, something bigger together. I get it. We've all got our corners in the aquatic space. Hey, that's my corner. Okay, well, this is my corner. Okay, well, I got this corner, but guess what? We got a whole lot of corners and we don't have a community. We got a neighborhood without any neighbors. You know what they call that, Aquatics Nation? They call that a hood. We got ourselves a hood on our hands. And if you didn't know this, the hood is not a place where you experience growth. It is not a place where everyone overcomes challenges. In fact, it's more of a place where we experience the crabs in a barrel phenomenon. Somebody starts to get to the top, and everyone that's helped them get there for this greater goal pulls them back down. And guess what? Now we're all stuck down in the bottom of this barrel. But the truth of the matter is, this barrel that we're trying to climb out of is the reason why we're all in aquatics. At the end of the day, we're all here to win this war against drowning. That is our enemy, Aquatics Nation. And the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Here at Aquatics today, we have a philosophy of going together. Let me repeat that to you again. Here at Aquatics today, we have a philosophy of going together. It is time to reach across the aisle to partner with organizations. And I'm not just talking about organizations that you consider to, air quotes, not be your competition. The sooner we can start to realize in this space that we are not competition, that we are teammates. Can you imagine that, Aquatics Nation? Imagine a basketball team, a soccer team, a football team, all the players wearing the same jersey. We're all playing for the same team here to bring water safety education ultimately to the masses. But nobody wants to pass each other the ball because this person's got to hit their three-pointer. This person's got to get their slam dunk. Hey, coach, what about me? What about my spotlight? What about my shot? What about the team? What about the people? What about the purpose? What about the lives? What about the lives that are lost? Don't we owe it to them to reach across the aisle and to squash those small differences, to say, you know what, maybe it doesn't have to be me on the front of that poster. Maybe it doesn't have to be my organization leading this charge. Maybe, just maybe, we can accomplish something if all of our pictures are on that paper. Maybe, just maybe, we will be louder if we took our collective voice and amplified that. My challenge, actually, it's not even a challenge at this point. We got to start making demands on one another. If you are in the public sector, if you are a city government, if you're a county organization, I want you to start thinking, how can our organization better partner with the private sector to accomplish our goals? Where are we failing the community, and how can we open our doors in partnership to meet the demands of the community, to meet the needs of those that we are truly here to serve? And guess what? If you are in the non-profit sector, if you are in the for-profit sector of aquatics, I want you to seek out organizations, okay? Seek out organizations that can help us. Who can we collaborate? How can you amplify someone else's message? Can you bring them onto your platform? That's my challenge for you today, Aquatics Nation. Whoever you are listening to this, I want you to go and bring someone onto, I want you to amplify someone else's voice on your platform. And we're leading the charge here. I'm someone who's a firm believer in you gotta practice what it is that you preach. So at the end of today's show, I want you to check out a very special bonus episode. We have an exclusive interview with Julene Hefter, the executive director of the Association of Aquatics Professionals, a wonderful organization that has provided leadership for aquatics professionals for many, many years. A lot of people know Julene, and if you don't, this is a great opportunity to learn about someone who's so influential in the aquatics industry. And if you do know Julene, this is a chance to find out her why and why it is that she does what she does. Because I'm sure you will be maybe surprised, maybe not surprised that you have more in common than you have different, okay? And that's what this is all about. So please enjoy that bonus. As always, Aquatics Nation, remember, again, tomorrow is National Aquatics Day, so subscribe to that newsletter. Stay up to date on all the things happening with aquatics today. Register for the Drown Prevention Summit going down on June 22nd at drownprevention.com, www.drownprevention.com. That's it. I'm your host, Jamal Hill. This is the Aquatics Today podcast. As always, suit up, take the dive, and go be that hero.